Hello my inky friends, Carol Maynard here with another card making tutorial. Today we're going to be making this fun card. It is an interactive card and it has a magnet on it so that you can move this wherever you want, and if it comes off, you just get the magnet back there in the corner and you're ready to go again. How fun is that? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make it. These are the inks I'm going to use: Smoky Slate, Night of Navy, Wild Wasabi, and Soft Sky. I'm using the Lift Me Up bundle, and I'm also going to be using this paper pack of wood grain textures designer paper. It has a lot of really neat wood grains in here. Both front and back are the same design. I'm not quite sure how many. You get 48 in here, and this is 6 by 6. I've gone ahead and cut some of these into 3/8 inch pieces, and I guess it's by 6 inches. We're going to use those to make the fence. And then I cut one that was, I think, 3/16 of an inch, just one to go across the front of the fence. I'm also going to need some foam, what are these things called? Foam adhesive strips, and a 3/4 inch punch, and some of these magnets that I got on Amazon, and they are super duper strong. There's two right here. Look how tiny they are, and they just want to stick to each other like instantly. There's actually 3 here, and they went flying. Show you some more. Okay, so here's 2. They're so tiny. Ooh. Oh my goodness. It's stuck in my... Oh my gosh. Okay, let me grab that. Okay, I've collected all my magnets that just jumped all over the place. Let's move this aside and I'll show you the paper cardstock that we're going to need. I'm using a Night of Navy card base. This is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm using a Soft Sky for a layering piece. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I'm using 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock. These are cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I just pulled in a piece of scrap Whisper White that I had in my bin. And then this is 1/2 inch by 4 inches. Okay, I'm ready to get stamping. I brought in a piece of scrap paper so we can ink on that. I'm going to start using with the Smoky Slate ink, and I'm going to just put a few hot air balloons in the background. I also stamped off once, and I'm going to put one here. Stamp off again, and I'm going to put one over here, just so it looks like they're kind of in the far distance. I've already created a mask using some sticky note paper, and I'm just going to mask over top of those. Okay, just cover those up, and then we're going to put in a few happy little clouds, just randomly. And I'm also stamping off. I like these just to be a subtle hint in the background. Some small ones. Let's do a few big ones. If there were clouds in the sky, I bet there would not be any hot air balloons in the sky, so oh well. Okay, we'll put one over there. And I think we are done with this color. Okay, now I'm going to mask these clouds. I went and made a whole bunch of masks, and I just stuck them on this I don't know what this is, piece of plastic. They don't They don't seem to stick there permanently, so I guess it's okay. And I'm just going to add them on top. Okay, so now everything is covered that I do not want blue. So we're going to bring in the soft sky. And I do have a sponge dauber here. I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to come in from the side and just start swirling. That one little cloud wants to lift up. I'm going to leave white. I'm going to leave some white spaces. Okay, we're going to do the same with the grass. I'm going to ink this up. Going to come in from the bottom. Okay, so we're going to take these off. Boy, these are really good sticky notes. Wow. Normally they just pop right off. Okay. I'm just going to bring this back in so I can save these for another day. Looks pretty darn good. I did cut some of this wood grain paper. Obviously we don't need them this big. Bring in my paper snips. I like the ones that have the interesting lines. Like this one, this side I'd like to use. And there's a knot in the wood. That would be pretty neat to use that piece too. So I'm going to cut this. And then I'm going to give these just some odd shaped notches. And we're going to make them different sizes, flip them around, like this side. Take some different ones that look a little bit different. Maybe this one. I'll flip that one the other way. Take another color. Oh, I like this one. You know, this farmer who made this fence, maybe he had a little too much to drink or something. I don't know. That looks pretty good. Okay, we're just going to take these and just, voila, a little too much glue there. You only need a little dab. I better wipe some of that off. Get it all over my work surface. Okay. We're just gonna put some of these this way and that way. I like when they're not straight. Just looks like a fence way out in the meadow or something. Okay. Put those down. We're going to flip this over and trim these off. Pretty simple so far. Oops. All right, get that out of the way. Now we need to connect them all. So I just gonna bring in this long skinny one. Put that right across there. Trim it off. I like this card because you don't have to have accuracy. Okay, and I'm just going to put a dot at each connection here, just so it looks like a nail. Just like that. We're going to ink up the main image with Night of Navy. And normally I don't use a Pierce mat for the red rubber, but I have some dark images on here that I really want stamped well. So I'm going to make sure that this is inked up really well. And I'm going to stamp it right there and just hold it down, just so the ink transfers nicely. That'll have to do. Let's get the sentiment out so we could stamp that. This is one stamp set here. I just cut off the happy birthday because I wanted to say, hope your day is on cloud 9 on the outside of my envelope, and I want to say happy birthday on the inside of my envelope. Let's get a block, pick this up, and we're going to stamp on, well, that doesn't look very straight, does it? We'll stamp on this side. I'll straighten it out before we put it on the card. Okay, we're going to ink this up. And we're going to stamp right there. Perfect. Okay, now let's get this out of the way. Now, you could have bought this as a bundle when it was first offered as a bundle. I did not. I have to be honest with you. I actually didn't really like this die or this stamp set. I wasn't going to get it, and then I saw, and I will link her video to my description below. I saw somebody else do this with the flying pig in this little piggy stamp set, where they put a magnet on the back, and that is equally as cute. So I will link that in my video description below. But I didn't want to do the same thing, so I thought, oh, what else flies? Well, hot air balloons fly. That was a quick, easy, fussy cut. Okay, now let's assemble our card. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, now let's get the mechanism working here. So here's these dangerously crazy strong magnets. They are so, see? They're so tiny, but they're very strong. So the first thing we're going to do is, I have an old Stampin' Up! Punch here, but it still works. And I'm going to punch out a 3/4 inch circle. I'm going to take my Pierce mat, and we can really use anything here. The back of a pen will work. And we're going to go around in circles and kind of make this, I guess we're going to break these fibers down a little bit. But what I want to do is, I want to be able to, you see how that kind of like curves up on the ends? I need that to hold in my magnet. So I'm going to use my Tombow liquid glue. I'm going to put some right here in the center. Actually, I'm going to go all over the place. I'm going to put the magnet right in there, and then I'm going to put this on the back of my hot air balloon. So what you want to do is, you want to cover this magnet with the card and pick this up. Make sure that it sticks, because you don't want the opposite ends there. Okay, we're going to bring in the foam strips, foam adhesive strips, and we're going to treat this almost like a shaker card. I don't want those to come off. Oh, well, you know what? You're off now. So now you're off. You happy? We're going to line the back of this card with the foam strip. all the way around. And the reason for this is in case the magnet, the hot air balloon comes off the front of the card, this magnet will not come out of the card. Especially if you're giving it to, you know, a little one. You don't want something like that floating around. And you want to make sure that your corners are completely covered, so it all meets up. You don't want anything falling out. Now we're going to remove this release tape, the backing. And we're going to put that on the back of. I gave this a tiny border, like that. And I think it is good. Okay, so now the cool thing about this is a movable card, and it can go anywhere on here. And if it comes off, oh, look at that, it came off. You just get the magnet down there in the corner and pop it right back on again. So now we're going to put the sentiment across the front here. I'm going to grab these big scissors, trim this down so it's even. To me it just kind of looked off a little bit. Actually, I'm going to cut it closer to this side. Trim it down a little bit more. I'm going to put a little flag on the end here that's cut up in the center, and you meet it on both sides. Like that. Okay, and I'm just going to adhere this with the liquid glue. Oh, almost put that on upside down. That's going to go right here. Alright. We're going to adhere this to our card base. Find your bone folder and crease that. Okay. I'm just going to adhere this with liquid glue, mainly because it's popped up and I don't think I'm going to be able to put my snail on there. This is fine. Okay. Plus it's a little bit forgiving in case it's not exactly where you want it. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, here it is. Going to use our happy birthday sentiment. You know, you could even use this for, I mean, something other than happy birthday. You know, somebody who gets a promotion, like they're soaring. You know, I think it would be fun. Okay, but I'm going to use it as a happy birthday. I'm going to put that right here. Oh, this is why Stampin' Up! Created two sides to every card, in case you mess up. Ha! Much better. Well, that one's a little crooked, but at least it's stamped all the way. So, and then I'm going to bring in my smoky slate. I'm going to ink this up. I'm going to stamp it off once and stamp it back there. Look how cute! You know what? Let's do a cloud too while we're in there. Stamp it off once and put that there. Okay. I don't even know where my snail adhesive is, so we'll just use this. And we will put that on the inside of our card. How cute is this? cap that. This card is so cute. I absolutely love it. There's a lot of neat sentiments in here. I actually sent this to my daughter who lives in California. I wrote "Sending smiles across the miles" on the front, and just a note to lift your spirits. That's just nice saying. Here's another one. "You soar above the rest. Congratulations." Or "Thanks for lifting me up." This has a lot of really neat sentiments. There's a lot of neat elements in here as well. So I hope you enjoyed this card today. If remember, I do have a hostess code going on for October. If you use this hostess code and your order's over $50, I will send you a package of the mini dimensionals. There's 720 yummy little individual dimensionals in one package. What a deal! All of these products that are featured on my video today can be purchased on my online store at ohmyinkifingers.stampinup.net. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye!